chestnut checkers TV cake ass.
Little bill, showing 20s on Pirelli skills. Got your pupils dilated like the mixed fields. No time to stop, focus only on the meal.
What's going down? It's OGBC, and this shit is chess. It ain't checkers, nigga. Yeah, man. So the boy Jonathan Majors, man. Let's talk about that, man. Shit, a couple of weeks ago, me and my daughter and one of my sons, we went to go watch Creed 3. That was my first time ever seeing him, you know what I'm saying, in a movie or whatever. I think it's just ironic. Right after we seen that, this shit right here happened. You know what I'm saying? I guess everybody know by now that he got charged with a DV. You know, I don't know what that is, domestic violence. And he got arrested, you know what I'm saying? So, the lady, I guess it was his girlfriend, I don't know if that was his girlfriend or what, or the female that he be with or whatever. She called the police, said that he, you know what I'm saying, that he abused her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So he got arrested or whatever. So, I'm gonna read y'all this little old report that they put out. It say Majors was arrested after a domestic dispute that happened in the Chelsea neighborhood. A 30-year-old woman was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. So he was taken into custody. The woman told officers that she'd been assaulted. All right, so his lawyer said that he completely innocent and is probably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. They spelled that shit wrong. That's why they fucked me up. So according to his lawyer, they got video evidence of the incident, which occurred within a vehicle. I think they was in a cab or something like that. Saying testimony from witnesses will prove the actor's innocence. The woman also took back her accusation of the assault in written statements. He added that the woman was having an emotional crisis, which she was taken to the hospital the day before, and which he called 911 for her to go to the hospital because of her mental concerns or whatever. So, her mental health, I mean. So, he had a little deal that he was doing with the Army or whatever, and he was going to be on some posters and all that, so they paused his little old endorsement deal with the Army till they sort everything out. But the lady wrote statements saying that she was lying, you know what I'm saying? But that really don't mean that they still going through with the charges, you know what I'm saying? So, man, what y'all think about that, man? Matter of fact, man, I got a story that's something similar to that, man, that happened to me. So, man, I was talking to this chick, right? So, me and her live together. My homeboy Delvin, rest in peace, he was at the house at the time, so I had it up to here with old girl, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna send her back where she came from, cause she wasn't from Houston, she was from another city. So I was gonna send her back home, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to be finished with her. She wasn't trying to hear that, so this girl went to goddamn kicking holes in my wall and fucked up my bathroom door, fucked up my bedroom door. She just like tearing the house up and shit like that. So she go grab a knife, you know what I'm saying? First of all, she ran into the living room. My partner Dale was in the living room. She ran into the living room. She grabbed a knife. So he shoot me a warning. Hey man, she got a knife. So I come in there, snatch the knife out of her hand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell her to leave. She ain't want to leave. So I was driving trucks at the time, 18-wheelers. So I was getting ready to go to work. So I told her, man, just go and put your clothes on, you know, cause she normally went to work with me. I say, man, go and put your clothes on. I wasn't finna leave at the house. She tearing my shit up. I say, go and put your clothes on and we finna go. So I go in there to get my clothes on. I come back out. She done ran out the back door. She gone. I don't know where she at. You know what I'm saying? So me and Devin, I was teaching Devin how to drive trucks at the time. So we getting ready to go. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go drop my load off. I gotta go to Beaumont. It's time to go. So she hadn't came back. So I leave, you know what I'm saying? So when I get back from work, man, I had a window unit air conditioning in my bedroom. I get back from work, that motherfucker hanging out the window. It's on the ground. She done broke in the house. I'm talking about tore my house up, man. You know what I'm saying? Stole my jewelry, all kind of bullshit, right? So probably about a couple days later, she come back. We patched things up, you know what I'm saying? So everything going smooth for about 2 weeks. You know, she riding to work with me and shit. I get a phone call. It's a bail bondsman. They talking about, hey, do you want to post a non-arrest bond for your charges? I say, man, what kind of charges? I ain't got no charges. What the hell y'all talking about? They say, nah, you got some you got an assault on a family member charge. I'm what? They say, yeah, it was filed on such and such date. So she was in the back in the sleeper. Man, I pulled the truck over. I looked at her, I say, hey man, you called the police on me, man? Man, she just broke out in tears. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I ain't even touch you. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't even lay one hand on this girl, man. Long story short, man, I had to pay $3,000 for a lawyer. Had to take the case to trial. She ain't show up to the trial, but they still was gonna try. They still tried to try me, man. I had to prove my innocence in that motherfucker. $3,000 later, you know what I'm saying? I was found not guilty. So I already know, man, shit like this be happening, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful. Whenever you fucking around with females, man, that like go crazy and go off the rip and be ready to fight and all that shit, you need to leave them alone. Any female that ready to fight, I don't want to fuck with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Any female that ever mention anything about ever calling the laws on me, it's over. That's two things that I don't deal with. You sit there and say, I call the police. I ain't fucking with you no more. Then if you ever try to fight me, I ain't fucking with you no more. Cause I ain't finna fight you back. You ain't finna call. Hell nah. But guess what? You out of there. So that's my advice to Jonathan Majors, man. Whoever that chick is, man, get the fuck away from her, man. She don't mean you no motherfucking good at all, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, what y'all think about this, though, man? Do y'all think it should be consequences for people that falsely accuse crimes on people, and then they go back in there and take it back and say, oh, I was just playing, that shit ain't really happen? Man, what y'all think, man? Holla at me in the comments, man. Should that be a crime? I think so. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think, man? Man, go ahead and like the video, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. It's OGBC, Chestnut Chuggers. Move slow, think fast for sure.